This could be the turning point for the Veve collectibles and the Veve in-app market. But is it also the turning point for the Ecomi token? Hey everyone, it's a patient hodler coming at you with another video, and in this one we are going to talk about some Veve and Ecomi news, about some data points that hint in the direction of an in-app turnaround in the Veve market within the next coming weeks. But before we start, please keep in mind that I'm a crypto and NFT investor and not a financial advisor. So please do your own research before you ape into the Veve collectibles or the Ecomi token. If you enjoy this type of video, please make sure to give the like count a turnaround and smash the like button to a new all-time high. Also, make sure that you are subscribed to this channel to never miss out on critical Ecomi and Veve news and crypto and NFT related context videos. Liking, subscribing, commenting, tapping the bell, that is all free ways to support my channel. Doesn't cost you anything, so please go ahead and do that. If you are seeking for something that is not free, there is the possibility of a channel membership, becoming a Patreon to my channel, or sending a super thanks. And at this point, I want to thank my 6 remaining Spartans that are constantly supporting this channel, my rare hodlers. So thank you to each and every one of you for making this journey possible. And with that out of the way, let's get finally started. So yesterday we have seen the first drop that is related directly to Disneyland on the app, and I've participated and actually scored one. I didn't count with that. So if you want to see how that went, please stick around to the end of the video and I will give my reaction and how I did it as a bonus clip to this video. I just want to quickly comment on what I have seen after that drop, and it is really impressive what level of disrespect we can find right now in the market, that these posters are actually coming back to their retail price, at least some of them. Such an iconic drop. So the level of disrespect to these collectibles is really breathtaking. But I think the reason for that is that people do not yet fathom what will happen to the prices of such scarce, secret rare MCP bringing collectibles in the future when all the functionalities within the app are rolled out. So whales will have a really great time cleaning up these floors. Now, speaking of whales, the first data point that I want to look at is actually whale activity, and therefore we are going to look at the top 100 wallets within the site of the VVX tracker, which was developed and maintained by the German YouTuber VeveFox. So if you are interested in all the data, I'm sure there is a video of her coming out in the next couple of hours or next days with some very interesting data points. But I looked at it here, used the tool, and what we can see is that the biggest wallets, the top 10 wallets, they are all stacking collectibles, and they almost did not sell any collectibles, maybe one or two to just rebalance the portfolio, to flip them around or for a quick flip. But in total, their net accumulation is in the double-digit until triple-digit numbers, as high as almost 300 collectibles for some wallets in the last 2 days. So I only looked at the last 2 to 3 days, so the last weekend. Data for today is not available yet. So what that means is that whales are not cashing out in this sense. They are accumulating collectibles to prepare for a next run up and to potentially then take profit in the next run up. There is another point that hints towards a turnaround and a run up within the app, and that is that the whales that got caught up in the cybercrime investigation about the fraudulent gems, the empty gems, they were only banned, just to say this here, because they bought these gems and then their accounts were frozen because of the investigation. It seems that they have gotten their accounts back. At least one of the more famous ones on Twitter, Arahant, got his account back, and he made a tweet about this, and that means that there is a potential of hundreds of thousands, if not millions of gems that are suddenly unlocked, and these whales are already starting to clean up some floors and buy some cheap collectibles, so prepare for this effect as well. The next factor on my list is the upcoming San Diego Comic-Con. And this is especially referring to the Marvel collectibles and the Marvel comics, because these are in the focus, because the Veve app is together with Marvel at the Marvel booth on the Comic-Con. And there are some very interesting factors to this. First of all, this is the first Comic-Con in 3 years that is about to happen. Secondly, since many years, the average of attendance on these Comic-Cons is 130,000 people. So let's say we are only getting 1% of the people that are going there onto the Veve app. That would be an additional 1,300 users. That doesn't seem so much, but consider this. There are Veve exclusive covers that Marvel fans and collectors would want, like the one that I scooped up very cheap, and these are only 1,050 total supply, of which some of them were held back by the Veve team since the drop. So the actual number is 1,000 of these ultra rare covers. Now, this means that there is not even enough of these ultra rare covers for all of these 1% people if they were to onboard on the app. My personal belief is that we are getting more than 1% of these people just because of the Comic-Con. Now you can do your own math about the effects of such a Comic-Con on secret rares, for example, that are only 450, 250, 600 editions. There would be then only for these new people round about 1 secret rare for every 2 people that are coming on the app of those 600 edition secret rares, and even less for the other ones. That just as a thought. So this could result in an increase of prices throughout the comics, but also the Marvel branded collectibles, and then funneling into the other collectibles when people start looking around the app and starting to buy other brands and collectibles, because a collector is always looking for what he can collect other than this specific collectible vertical that he is looking at. So for example, for me, it started out with comics. Even though I didn't even collect physical comics, I went to the digital comics, and then for months I only bought digital comics on the Veve app until I bought my first collectible outside of the comic branch, and now I have 87 collectibles outside of that comic branch. So, and I'm not even a hardcore collector in that sense. The next factor that can contribute to a possible turnaround in the Veve market is that the gem uploads have increased again and have achieved a new high since the 29th of May. Special thanks at this point to Pudding Cheeks, who puts out this data and gives us this little edge to know exactly what is happening to the overall gems in the app. And as we can see, there have been $866,000 being loaded up on the app for the day of the Disney posters. Regarding the Disney posters, I also see that many people seek to hold these posters for more than 1 year. I have started a little inquiry, and 60% of the people are looking to hold these posters for more than 1 year. So considering that many people are not done yet completing their sets, I think the price increase will come in the next couple of months to the next year for these posters. Next on my list is some negative news, but I think we should address this as well. Apparently in the secondary groups there is still gem selling going on at a rate of 0.82 or something like that. So I think these are the last efforts of bot accounts to get their gems out, as they couldn't KYC. And there is another negative point, as it seems there is already KYC'd account selling going on, so that botters can actually buy KYC'd accounts for $25 each. At least that is what has been already seen and screenshotted from some of these bad actor Telegram groups at this point. But I think this will be a minor effect compared to the bot action that we have seen in the beginning of this year. So let's just assess the situation for the Ecomi token here, because we are seeing a reversal a relief rally within the broader crypto market, and obviously we are also seeing some nice recovery on the Ecomi token. And yes, I know Hello K wants the Ecomi price to go down, so we need to FUD it a little bit so that it comes back down again. But seriously right now, if you were subscribed to this channel, you would know that I have a rather bearish outlook for the next months to come, and I could be absolutely wrong. I could be missing the bottom right now, and I could be completely incorrect with my assessment that this is only a relief rally and that we will see more pain in the broader markets, in the crypto markets. And if you were subscribed to this channel and following regularly my videos, you would know that I have said before and called it out many times before in videos and live streams that we had this capitulation, this big drop to the downside, and that we had not seen a relief rally just yet. And yes, there are some people that show pi cycle indicators that have whatever cross that has never failed to call the bottom within the last 11 years. But in my opinion, we should take every indicator with a grain of salt. Obviously, it can call a bottom, but we should not lose sight of the overall macro perspective. And what we are seeing right now is that the whole world is in an economical turmoil. The war has not stopped. The health situation is apparently not over. The supply chains are still cracked. The inflation is raging. We see that the Fed has tried to curb inflation and failed until the point of now, and now we are expecting a 75 basis points rate hike again. And if this turns out to be a 100 basis points rate hike, we could see more downside in the streets again. So in my opinion, even though there might be a turnaround in the Veve market, just because there are many catalysts that are a little bit more detached from the overall situation, I think definitely for the Ecomi token we are not at this point. The reason why we are seeing such a rally, in my opinion, at the moment within the Ecomi token is that many people are shifting gains that they made in the Veve app outside of the Veve app via cash out and putting those into the Ecomi token to then, when the Ecomi token goes into the next bull market, to capitalize on the gains and then go back with this money into Veve collectibles and do some arbitrage trading between the both of them. But we should consider one thing: for the Veve app, the cash out is already implemented for each and everyone. So within the next 2 weeks, everyone who would cash out should have cashed out. Then we would be at this turning point, and together with the catalysts that I mentioned before, unlock gems within the app, more gem influx into the app, more trust into the app because the founders actually held promise that there will be cash out, and then more influx into the app than outflow, more brands, more events that are coming up. So that is all good and fine for the Veve app, but within the crypto market, after this effect of arbitraging into the Ecomi token is gone, we should see a decreasing momentum within the Ecomi token, and then with a broader macro drawdown, this could bring Ecomi to the previous level at 0.001 again, potentially forming a double bottom, maybe going even a little bit lower on a daily wick or so, maybe even going to triple zeros. We don't know. I am speculating on such low levels, so that is the reason why I'm not deploying any capital. The other reason why I'm not deploying any capital at the moment is that I am very heavy into the Veve collectibles because I actually see a lot of upside at the moment, and for the Veve collectibles, I feel more regulatory security than for the Ecomi token at this point. And if you want to know more about that, please let me know in the comments below. There are a variety of topics and videos that I want to bring out during this week. But that is already it. You know, with the Veve app, with the Veve collectibles, we are in the best NFT project. I mean, which other project can put 3D Raptor collectibles into real life shoes via augmented reality? So let me know in the comments below whether you think these factors are going to cause a turnaround within the Veve app or not. Do you think the bottom for Ecomi is already in, or is there more pain and downside to come? And wherever you are on the world, have yourselves a great morning, evening, day, night or afternoon, and see you in the next video. So we got only a couple of seconds left to get this drop done, and I am hoping that I get one, at least one, whatever it is, we will see here. Okay, let's go, let's get this one. 4, 3, 2, 1, let's go. Attempting to secure order. I got one. Okay, let's see what it is. By now, I'm shaking. I'm literally shaking. This is history. I'm literally shaking here. We got one, so we already secured a secret rare. But let's see what it is. Yo, we got a 1706 secret rare of the land canal boats.